Okay, here is the audience.
Yay!
And myself, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
My name is William Kimmich, and this is my persuasive speech, Standing Up for Science. I like animals as much as the next guy, but without animal testing, we wouldn't have the cures for diseases, certain advancements in healthcare, like the use of insulin in diabetic patients, and antibiotics. As a result, just think how many people wouldn't be here today without the medicine and antibiotics when they become ill. Medical research involving animals has dramatically improved the health of the human race. In order for scientists to create new drugs, they have to be able to test them. Scientists have found that many animals have similar physical processes to humans. Watching how a new drug affects an animal makes it possible to find how new drugs might affect the human body. Animal testing is essential to the health of the human race. Let's start by discussing the benefits of animal testing for scientific research. Animal research plays a vital role in medical breakthroughs. Here are some examples, but only a few. If I name them all, this would be a really long speech. Animal testing saves human lives. In the words of former UK Home Office Minister Joan Ryan, animal research and testing has played a part in almost every medical breakthrough of the last century. It has saved hundreds of millions of lives worldwide. Animal research has helped develop modern vaccines, including those against polio, TB, meningitis, and the human papillomavirus, or HPV, which has been linked to cervical cancer. Thanks to research on animals leading to the development of highly active antiretroviral therapies, or HAART, AIDS is no longer the death sentence it was 30 years ago. As many as 3 million Americans have type 1 diabetes and rely on insulin, which was developed through experiments in rabbits and dogs, according to JDRF.org. Smallpox has been eradicated from the earth thanks to research in animals. Speaking of research.com. Animal studies have significantly contributed to the expansion of scientists' understanding of how the brain development occurs. Though animals' stand-ins don't exactly represent the biology of the human brain, the brains have many of the same basic structures and functions. The brain is incredibly complex, and animal models offer a way to study all of its integrities. For example, the brains of ferrets are currently being used to study healthy brain development. That's from brainfacts.org. Let's explore some of the arguments against animal testing for scientific research. The main argument for people that are against animal testing is that it's cruel. Well, this might be true for some of the time. It would be much cooler to test new drugs on adults or children or let people die because there wasn't enough information about the drug. Animal testing has provided many medical breakthroughs that have saved lives and continue to save lives. Veterinarian medicine also relies a great deal on medical research used from animal testing. If you look at the big picture in relation to animal testing for medical research, the good definitely outweighs the bad. We might have had to make some sacrifices of mice for the lives of people. Another argument that opponents of animal testing say is that the information from animal testing doesn't apply to humans. It's true that animal systems differ from human systems, but not enough that the similarities don't apply information from animals to humans. There have been many breakthroughs in medicine that wouldn't have happened without the use of animal testing. The opponents of animal testing argue that we don't need new tests because there are already vast amounts of information. Many new deadly infections appear every year, and new treatment drugs are needed to fight these deadly plagues. Researchers aren't the bad guys the animal activists make them out to be. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Researchers do care about animals they study. Researchers place a high priority on the 3 R's. Reduce the number of higher species used, replace animals with other models whenever possible, and refine testing to ensure the most humane conditions. Researchers are deeply concerned about the condition of the animals they study. In the words of Dr. Michael DeBakey, Chancellor of Baylor College of Medicine, These scientists, veterinarians, physicians, surgeons, and others who do research in animal labs are as much concerned about the care of the animals as anyone can be. Their respect for the dignity of life and compassion for the sick and disabled, in fact, is what motivates them to search for ways to relieve pain and suffering caused by diseases. In conclusion, animal testing should be continued for medical research. It provides a safe method for drug testing that is inexpensive and easy to maintain, and essential for the world we live in. Our responsibility to manage the animals in our care and balance the suffering against the good that comes from them. The top of this is from Speaking of Research, and the bottom graph is from BBC News. This is a public poll. This is the number of animals, the percentage of animals that were tested on. It's mostly mice.
Okay, here's the audience one more time.
Yay! Show yourself.
Myself.